Welcome back, one and all, to round 4 of Kharak Cup number 6, the qualifier section anyway. We're going to have Rompafrolic versus Majiir here. A Kanef versus Galzian game, which I quite like, actually. It's kind of like a mirror matchup, but not really, you know what I mean? Let's see, what's the context here? So, I just was looking at this. I should remember it. Yeah, right, so Majiir has had a really stacked tournament here so far. He lost his last 2 rounds. That was against Garmulator and against, what's-his-face, Discara. So he needs to win this one in order to get into the elimination bracket. And if he does, he will basically be secured that spot, I believe, because his 2 losses were against very high-seeded players, or low-seeded, oh my gosh, I don't know, but you know what I mean, they were against good players, right? So the tournament system will kind of have mercy on him if he can win this one. He'll be in the elimination bracket. As for Rompafrolic, he's won 2 games, lost 1. He won against Shrike, he won against Frosty Teeth, but he lost against Discara, and I have to say, I think he will be in even if he loses this one. Since the losses against Discara and then against Majiir, I don't know what seed Majiir is, but I don't think he's low enough to take Rompafrolic out of the tournament if he were to lose this one. So I think this is the game for Majiir's tournament life here, but not necessarily for Rompa's. I think he'll be fine even if he loses this one. Look at this scanner positioning. Rompafrolic here, he knows what's up. He knows he's playing against Kanef. He's not going to get caught off guard by any of this blast drone shenaniganry. He is ready for it. He did get Sandskimmer Fabrication early, so is Majiir, but both of them playing a little bit more of a macro style here in the beginning. And we're going to see him start making some Sandskimmers. Majiir is not going to. So Majiir definitely going more for eco. Rompafrolic here going for the Sandskimmer ball like he normally does. And not only that, but he's going to get armor level 1. So he's definitely very committed to this attack, and then he moves his production cruiser back. I'm not sure about this, but I'd like to see him keep moving forward, obviously, but is it just because he saw the base runner back up and now he's worried about where it's going to go? But I think that's got to be a mistake. Meanwhile, Majiir going to go for refinery mode. This is a very early refinery mode right here. And that leaves him open to attacks by Rompafrolic. He does have fleet capacity 45 already. No, wait. Yeah, no, he doesn't. No, see, when this thing is gray, it means that he hasn't gotten it, right? So, this actually is very risky. It means that Majiir, at a maximum, he can only have, like, how many Sandskimmers here? He can only have 4 Sandskimmers. He can only have 4 Sandskimmers at a maximum. And he's going to go for refinery mode already. So, quite risky from him. You notice I've done this build before, but I'm always a little afraid when I do it that my opponent is going to sense that I'm going eco and attack, and I might just lose right there. And so I always try to make my Sandskimmers early, show them out in the front, make my opponent think that I'm going for some kind of a like an attacking build, so that they are not going to attack me early on, because I really feel like my chances are pretty low here. And yet it looks like Majiir has gotten away with this. He now is open to get fleet capacity 45. He's getting railgun fabrication right now. I should really click on this, but that's okay. So yeah, he's going to be just fine. And like I said, Rompafrolic had really committed early on to this attack, and then he backed away, like right after I said he had committed to it. If he would have pushed in there, I really think he could perhaps be in a winning position right now. Both players getting rating, by the way. Looks like Majiir actually realized, oh hey, I don't have fleet cap 45, I should probably get that first. I'm not going to smoke the base runner right here, I'm not sure, but he does have a blast drone here. Da-dum. Da-dum. It's being annoying. Could potentially get some redonkulous hits here. I mean, these units are quite blocked, but they're far away. And I think Rompafrolic knows to keep his distance there. You noticed him also getting Sandskimmer rating. That's a really good anti-blast drone move because obviously... Oh no, but this is not... Oh, okay, that's good. If he had run past the base runner there, that could have been really bad. I'm always worried that the base runners are going to pop out a blast drone when I least expect it. It only takes 20 seconds to make them, so... Oh, you can't be there. Ooh! Ugh. Now these Sandskimmers don't die, mind you, and actually Majiir not in position to capitalize. So that's good for Rompafrolic, but I mean, oh no, he's pushing forward now. Okay, good, yeah. So you really you need to back away in this case and let your units heal up. That's why it's really good to get armor 1 when you start out against a Kanef player, but only if you're really gonna attack. Like I said, he really should have pushed in a little bit further there. He does get the artifact out though, and he's got another base runner extracting a second artifact, so that's not bad for him at all. At this point, he's got armor 2. And yeah, he can definitely take this fight. He just has to stay away from the carrier, which does have its weapons powered up here. I would say the move is to go around this way, get onto your opponent's second, then you can get onto his third, then you can do whatever you want. I usually back the production cruiser away at this point as well, because I feel like having units produced on the front line is not going to help me here. But no, he's playing very passively. His opponent going to get armor 1, that shouldn't matter too much. But I mean, you know, if you're Rompafrolic, you are behind economically, you need to get your damage in now. Did he get a tech? Oh, he's the one who got railguns. No, wait, no, they both got railguns. No, wait, no. He got missile ships? What the? Oh, Rompafrolic, I love you. Fire it, fire it. Oh, darn. I love the idea, but it doesn't look like it worked. And now he's starting to get run over here. I gotta say, I don't think this is a good choice, but I love it. I really don't think it's a good choice, but I love it. Oh, man. Majiir, meanwhile, going for rail assault ship. Hasn't made any railguns yet, actually. Probably we ought to see a couple of assault railguns from him, but... Let's see, 30 seconds to another direct fire barrage, but I don't think it's going to matter. This missile ship probably going to go down now. I mean, those units were so clumped up there. If they had chosen to retreat, Rompafrolic would have won the game right there, probably. I like that move. I like it. I don't like it, but I like it, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Rompafrolic, you madman. Look at that, he uses the heal, gets next to Baserunner. Majiir's just like, I don't care, let's go for your production cruiser then. Very well done here by Majiir, and he's definitely going to get a production cruiser pickup, which is big news. Baserunner heal is a nice touch here, but Majiir should just stay on top of it, honestly. He can get the healing in that case. Okay, missile ship is ready to fire again. This could be good. Right there, right there, right there, right there. Ugh. Oh, just a little bit too late, and then he hits his own units with it. Oh, dear. It's really difficult to hit those missile ship barrages, but when you do, man, they're just like, oh, beautiful stuff, really. Second production cruiser is brought into the meat grinder here. He's just like, take me, I'm ready. And yeah, Majiir Paktu looking really dangerous with the sand skimmers right now. Notice that this is all with an upgrade disadvantage, and yet he's doing just fine. He has rating in armor 1, he's got rating in armor 2. Not the biggest difference, that must be what's making the lack of difference. It sounds kind of weird, but yeah, he's actually able to trade just fine here. Rompafrolic, meanwhile, just now getting refinery mode, but Majiir has got it on 3 bases, so I mean, his money situation is like rather good. We'll put it on that. We'll put it that way. Barrage is ready. This one's gonna be good. That's a money shot right there. But there's nothing to capitalize, of course, so it doesn't really matter. I got so excited for nothing. Man, I can't believe he went for missile ships. And look at this, Majiir Paktu getting interceptor fabrication. Like, why? And actually, 2 assault railguns just gonna get taken out for nothing there. That's not really so good. But I mean, make no mistake, Majiir Paktu is at an insane advantage at this point. Like, he's having a good time. He's playing video games. He's having a good time. Railgun armor 1 coming out. I love it. That's obviously what you want. He's also gotten damage 1 for the sand skimmers, so he's no longer at an upgrade disadvantage. Making mass Baserunner. Trying to imitate Rompafrolic style now, I see. These are assault railguns? Yeah, they're... But there's heavies in the area, so pretty soon he'll be able to push back this carrier as well. And that's the one thing I'd be worried about playing against Rompafrolic here, is that he's going to do some kind of stupid carrier rush or whatever. Not going to work. Majiir does have heavy railguns on the field. There's only got 3 of them. I would make some more if I were him, but he can't really know that this is coming until just now. But now he probably should know. He should probably start making more heavy railguns. He's got quite a lot of resources in the bank, so that's not a problem for him at all. And look at that! As I get massive hiccups. Oh my goodness. Anyway, another production cruiser fed into the meat grinder. There's potential for a nice barrage there, but not gonna happen. But the production cruiser goes down. Oh dear. I mean, that's what you get when you move your carrier out this early and with no power reserves, really. I've got to say the position of this production cruiser may actually be better than if it was on top of one of the bases, but I'm not sure. I'd have to do like math for that, and I ain't got time for math. Oh, it's a race then. It's a race, my dudes. But Rompafrolic wins that race. He won this one already. Barrage, barrage, barrage. It's gonna be decent. It's gonna be decent, but not great. Sand skimmers just kind of naturally keep themselves spread out if you just tell them to move somewhere. As you can see, they're not that close together. When they move around choke points like this, they bunch up like really heavy. I mean, that barrage could have just been insane, but 'twas not. 'Twas not. And Majiir got interceptor tech, but he hasn't made any, which I think is kind of interesting. He could go for some bomber cheese. I'd kind of like to see that. I don't know. Rompafrolic's not in that bad of a position if he can extract these two artifacts. He's starting to get pretty dangerously close to winning on artifacts here. And look at the salvagers from Rompafrolic, not realizing that the production cruiser was actually closer. Oh, I was about to say, if there's a barrage ready, well, there is. Double barrage would have been insane there, but unfortunately it just was not quite off of cooldown for Rompafrolic, but still no good hits there. But I'm liking what he's doing. I like the way that he's, you know, what he's trying to do to keep himself in this game here. And Majiir definitely feeling like he needs to pull his army over here to stop this extraction, which is true, actually. The carrier being here, though, there is a chance Majiir could just cut back around. He's definitely going to pick up a production cruiser if he sees it. I say definitely, but this carrier is rather speedy. Doesn't look like that's actually going to happen. Majiir getting armor 2 on the sand skimmers, I love it. He's now, you know, very much ahead in the sand skimmer war there, and he's going to get a nice blast drone hit as well. Maybe not, actually. Yeah, he got one, but, you know, whatever. It doesn't even matter. I mean, he's winning this fight very heavily anyway. If we look at the sand skimmer numbers here, oh my goodness. This is what I was talking about, Majiir. Maybe it only happens with sand skimmers. Yeah, look at that. It only seems to happen with sand skimmers. That's quite interesting. Anyway, it's 23-7, alright? So, he's somewhat ahead. Put it that way. Somewhat ahead. Railgun's beginning to attack this carrier. I like that. He's just going to do a run by. Like, I don't care that your carrier does damage. I'm just going to run right past it. And that's his right. Double barrage could be big here, but it's going to miss. It's going to hit Rompafrolic's units more like it. He's going to pull back again right through the carrier. He just doesn't even care. He's going to take out one artifact, probably a second pretty soon right here. And at this point, I think Rompafrolic can really just GG out of the game. There's no chance he has really of coming back. Not unless Majiir makes some ridiculously stupid moves, but I really don't think he's going to. And another production cruiser going to go down here probably. Just look at the units lost tab, and that should tell the whole story. It really doesn't. Never mind. Point is, Majiir is winning. Actually, his carrier is starting to take a lot of damage here. He has line of sight on the carrier, really? I don't think he did, but whatever. Some railguns getting killed by the carrier here. Oh, and the heavy railguns auto-targeting the wrong unit like they enjoy doing, but it's not going to matter at this point, is it? Rompafrolic could take out all of this. He's still going to lose, I think. And that's the game. So Rompafrolic will be in the elimination section, so will Majiir. Both of them are going to advance here. We'll move on to the next match from this round, shall we? But let's look at the eco real quick. I imagine it's going to be a landslide. I don't usually see it that bad. Good game to Majiir.